Hi there, welcome back to Not Another Budget. I'm Nicole, and on this channel I'm attempting to cash budget my way out of debt and fix several years of financial misbehaviour. And if that's something you're interested in following along with, please don't forget to stick around and check out the other content that I've created for you on this channel. It means so much that you're here with me today. Now, I was due to release this video on Tuesday, which is yesterday. I ended up helping my sister move house. So I think I'm hoping this is going to come out on Wednesday, but we've just been told that they're cutting the power to do some repairs. So we will see. Ideally, this video is out on Wednesday. If it's not, you'll know that there were power issues. And in which case I'll just tell you on my community page. So yeah, I have also I'm a bit behind on posting my £100 grocery challenge kind of daily updates. So I will try and get those produced as well as some point and just out. I am still doing it. I've just been moving house for someone else. Yes, today's video is a recap of my August week 1 budget, like we can see here, and I also have a cash stuffing, and I'm going to start my emergency fund, which is this one here. I was going to save it to Savings Challenge Sunday, but I just thought there's a really strong risk that I'll just lose track of what I'm doing. So if I have anything to add to it on Savings Challenge Sunday, we will do that then. But what I am going to do now is I'm hoping, zoom out, there we go. I do have a coffee today as well, and the heat and the humidity has come back, so I am a little bit wheezy today, but I am all fine apart from that. Now, my August week 1 part 1 runs from the 29th of July to the 6th of August, and my tasks were to photograph and everything to list. I have since found more, so I am going to tick off doing this, but I have found more things. Post 3 videos, well, I did they, and I updated the grocery challenge at least for last week. So the good news is we are on track. Now, in terms of the budget, the projected mileage income was 138, that was in. My other income was £50, and I actually received £92.59. This was a mix of parents giving and my sister giving me fuel money for running them around a bit last week. She had some furniture and things that she was able to get into the house ahead of time. So I was helping her as I had a larger car. Grandparents finding out that I'd passed the course and going off to become a teacher. So even though I'm like into my 30s, it was like, have £20, well done, here's a card. And I was like, oh, thanks. Sales on my Facebook marketplace and things like that as well. And Vinted, I received £8 in. I'm not worried about that because with Vinted, you're pretty much working like a week in arrears. So if you upload an item and list an item on a Monday, and let's say it sells on the Tuesday and you post it that day, you are still looking at anywhere from a 2 to 5 working day postage period where an item can get delivered. Let's say it arrives on day 4 or day 3. The buyer then has to confirm that everything's okay with the item. I have had a couple of refund requests opened up over the weekend, which is to be expected with the amount of stuff that I'm listing and selling. You're not going to get 100% success rate. The buyer then has to approve an item, and then that authorises your funds to be released to your account, and you can officially withdraw it from your Vinted balance, but they don't pay out over a weekend. So I have seen far more Vinted payouts come into my account this week, which I fully expected to happen. So that's why it was good that actually I got the other income boosted. In terms of what my budget was, it was £28, not £28.60 for the mobile, £9.99 for Spotify. Now TV wasn't taken, which was interesting. I wonder if my offer has come to an end. Well, it has come to an end, but I thought I'd signed up for a new one. That's interesting. We'll double check that. Council tax was 15 and Instant Ink was £4.49. That was all budgeted for, and it meant that my total fixed bills for the first week was £57.48, leaving me a £181.11 balance. If I move over to my flexible, that's the word that I'm staring at and can't speak. How was this spent? Well, £80 was my total budget for week 1 part 1 of the budgeting Augustness, as we're calling it. However, I do spend most of my spending money in the beginning of the month. I find that works quite fine, and what I've actually done, you'll see in August week 2, is I've actually pulled some of part 3 spending money into the beginning of August because there's things and projects that I'm working on throughout the house. So the total budget was 80. I spent £66.50. That's a mixture of a little bit on Etsy, so there will be an Etsy Happy Mail haul, especially as I've gone through even further and refining and sorting out my budgeting binder system, and a little bit on the house as well, just to give it a bit of a refresh. I spent £6.58 of a £100 total budget, as there'll be a little bit more spending that I've needed to do this week, and I'll tell you about something that I picked up yesterday, or my version of yesterday, not whenever you see this. Household budgeted was 20 and I spent £2.99. I spent nothing on medical, which was budgeted 10, so that will roll over. Fuel was 20. I spent £19.36. It was just enough. Most of that, in fact I think nearly all of it, came from me running around for other people and they paying me the fuel, so this technically wasn't an out of my pocket thing, but I did use the money that it was therefore needed for. And the cat had £2 spent out of a budgeted £15, leaving me at £97.43 and £83.68. Now, considering I had to do some running around to help a sibling out and I spent time in a big city, I'm really actually impressed with the fact that I didn't blow any of these categories, so it's a good start to the week. And also as well, in terms of my penny savings, I did a total of £16.30 in actual pennies, silver and bronze, £4 in £1 coins, which is, no, £4 in £2 coins, that's it, which is going towards my kind of slow build Duke of Edinburgh award fund, and £7 in £1 coins into self-care, leaving me a total saving of £27.30. So I've already exceeded my anticipated penny savings for August part 1. And a rollover of £56.68. So that is where I am sitting at for August week 1. So I'm quite happy. It was a longer week. It was like 8 days. There was a lot that went on during the week, and then equally as well with the weather being bad and not being able to just... I kind of got to like the middle of last week and I was like, I've only got 3 weeks left before I then get very busy again, like get a move on. So with the weather being good this week, I obviously helped my sister out, and then back in the evenings I've been kind of in the conservatory just frantically trying to deal with that room because it's been a dumping ground. I'm hoping now that I'm no longer needed to help move furniture or do any other running around to a city 2 hours away, that I can actually start to tackle the garage as well in preparation for the car boot sale, which is not this coming Sunday the 13th, it's the next Sunday the 20th. So yeah, but the thing is I'm going through the house more and I'm finding more things to list. I've obviously had to do the posting and everything as well, so I'm letting that purposefully drip feed into Vinted. It's kind of giving me like either a daily deposit or an every other day, and I'm finding that that's working quite well. So that is where we are. I'll be back with a August week 2 reconciliation next week for you, and that will close out part 1 of August. If I take you now to a cash stuffing, I have £135 here. I have a savings challenge, which is going to be my emergency fund. I have a pink pen, because of course, and I also have my little travel on the go binder. This is one that I adapted myself. The actual plain binder that came with no inserts I got from Temu, and then I bought the A7 ones. You'll have seen them in my most recent Happy Mail haul. All of the inserts that you can see here are all left over from where I've been making my bigger laminated savings challenge binders, and then I used washi tape to cover this because I couldn't stand just the absolute plainness of it all. I'm a little bit disappointed by like the lack of A7 resources, because this is perfect for my handbag and I feel more comfortable taking this out, particularly as I need to get in the habit of doing it, because when I do my cash spending, I'm probably just going to hit like the bigger city once or twice a month, and then I'll do all of my stuff and then try, because I'll be busy, I'll have like the weekend and that'll be it. The only thing I might do is get some kind of clear vinyl that we used to cover like our school books in, but instead of it being like holographic, anyone who was a Naughties school child should remember covering our books with all sorts of fun things. I'll just get a clear one, and that should just protect the tape from peeling, but I quite like it. So I'll just give you a quick flip through. I also use the stickers that had come free with like a binder from ages ago. So I have a personal, a groceries, entertainment, so any kind of going out, things like that, health, miscellaneous, because the stickers were not correct to what I wanted my categories to be, so these are compromises. Housing is just house stuff. Gifts in case I'm going to take money from the big gifting binder and go into a shop and buy a present. Pets is obviously my cat. Transportation is anything to do with car, paying for parking, anything like that. Shopping is general shopping that's not personal. And then it's got the treasury tags on the back. So I've got some money to stuff in here, and then I have also got some money to put towards my emergency fund, which feels very anxious doing this, I have to say. But first of all, let's do a count. Now there should be £135 here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 35. £135. So I have had a little bit of a play with the numbers already. So I know that I immediately want to put £40 in my emergency fund, and we are going to do that first. The emergency fund envelope I'm still making, so for now it is very boring and plain, but you get the gist. This is a £10 savings challenge. I got it, I think it was a Save Me bundle, and I'm not sure who it's from, so I don't want to attribute it to the wrong seller, but it was in a Save Me bundle. Well, that's upsetting. I can't see it. It's the palest pink I've ever had to colour in. It's fine. So this saves £1,000, and each pound is £10, which I feel is really, really good, because you can still complete this challenge even if you've only got a tenner or a tenner in change. We might be coming back to this on Sunday. It depends how well Vinted continues to pay out, and providing there are no more issues with refunds and things. So we're going to put 10, 20, 30, 40 in there for now, leaving me £95. Okay. For now, I'm going to keep all of my personal money on fine. I have already done a card purchase for my cat's food, so let's do £20 for actual groceries. What way are we opening? That way. Okay. You gonna go in, please? Yep, good. I don't need anything for entertainment. I'm busy at home. Health would be medical. Come back to that one. Miscellaneous, don't need. Household needs 15, because I have got to get some loo roll and some washing liquid or laundry powder and things like that. Laundry liquid, because I don't use powder, I should say. So you can go in there. Oh, hang on. No, we'll have none of that. Gifts doesn't need anything. Pets, Bowie has had his money for the month. Transportation does need, do need to put petrol in my car, but I'm going to allocate 40. I'm hoping to not use the full amounts, but I'm going to put 40 in because that's what I have put as this week's budget. I will either completely fill the car up, or I will just fill the car up to like a level I'm happy with, and then take the rest as change. And then that leaves me 20 to go in. Doesn't need health. Fine for food. Housing has got it. No, I'm going to keep my personal as online, because if needs be I can just spend on my card. Pets, he's already had his money spent. Transportation has got money in there. I don't need generalised shopping. I'm going to put 20 in gifts, because I have started to look at things for Christmas already. And don't laugh guys, what I'm actually going to do is, where I've kind of stockpiled gifts and cards and paper and stuff in the past, although I have done my Christmas budget roughly, I'm actually going to go through and see if there are presents I can pull for people already, so that when I do come to cash stuff, that I don't need to cash stuff as much, and actually feed and can try and get myself ahead a bit more on that plan. But what I'm going to do is just I'm actually going to put £10 into gifts, and I'm going to put 50 into my emergency fund. There we go. Okay, So there's an extra 10 going in here. What I would say, guys, if you are planning and looking for Christmas already and you're looking for some like cheap ideas, I have noticed on Vinted they're now allowing Body Shop items to be sold. So a lot of their gift sets, like their Christmas gift sets that have never been opened, are selling on there for like a £5. And normally it's a lot more expensive than that. So if you do use products like the Body Shop, I mean I certainly do, and I've managed to get like what I use for half the price at least, and a couple of like their little like hand and nail gift sets and stuff that they do around Christmas time, all completely new and sealed, all like packaged up for like £2.50. So if anyone's looking for some Christmas gift advice, I'd maybe look on Vinted, because people are going to start trying to shift that now. And also what I did get from the Co-op that was local to my sister yesterday, and I think they're doing it everywhere, is there's their fridge filler and their freezer filler. So the fridge filler deal that I got was 2 large fresh pizzas and a tub of Ben & Jerry's ice cream for £6. This is a UK specific, guys. And then their freezer filler was something like 5 products for £6, and it was like potato wedges, frozen peas, a pizza or a garlic bread, I can't remember exactly. I think there was like fish fingers and chicken nuggets, and then like a kilogram bag of chips. So they should have the details on their website, but if you are near a Co-op, that's a pretty good deal, particularly at the minute with obviously kids being home from school. So that is where we are today. I will try and get all of the late grocery challenge updates out for you. I am still doing it. I do need to do a little bit of a shop though. I just need to, I think, eat a little bit more of my freezer first, or look at my timing. I'm actually hoping today, with the weather being good and if we have no power, to just get out into the garage in the conservatory, because like there's no point. One of the bits of tech that I did get from my Amazon vouchers that I was saving for, that you've seen me work on, was actually like quite a big like phone power bank that gives you like 3 days of charge, partly because the power is just, it's been worse this year. Everyone in like my village has just been saying this is just getting ridiculous, like how much we're paying for how much the national grid is cutting us off. And this just, we're not in a county where the rural areas are maintained very well. I'm trying to be careful. We're in a county where there's like the cities, or should I say 2 of the cities, have basically all of the big investment, because that's where all the investment, and like there's multiple universities and things. But the moment you get out into the rural areas, like we're classed as areas of rural deprivation. And I mean, like, people want to moan about potholes, come see where I am, because the road is literally just subsiding. So on a 2-lane road, you're looking at half the lane on either side missing. Never gritted when it's icy, so it's an absolute death trap, unless you're going to travel on like the 1 or 2 main A roads through the county. That's it. And just constant issues with like water pipes and electricity, and like I'm sure at some point I will reveal my generalized location, or certainly my county. And I think when you would find out like the big city that I go to, I think a lot of your jaws would drop, because it's not an area that should be rurally deprived. But yeah, hey ho, there we are. So I just felt that the time was right to actually invest in a little bit more than like a travel power bank charger for my purse when I'm out and about. I actually needed not quite a Jackery. I would love a Jackery. It's on like a wish list. It may have to go on like a mega Amazon Prime deal for me ever to be able to afford it. But I got kind of the next best thing, and it's like a brick. It's like this, and it's like this wide, but it charges up my phones and my devices for like 2 days, so that's all it needs. Anyway, enough of me rambling about rural deprivation in the UK and power cuts and things. I will see you all on Friday. Not quite sure what that video is going to be yet. It will be something. I will see you all very, very soon. I'm going to love you and leave you now. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It's all free and it massively helps out the channel, and I will see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.